Hey all, this is part 6 of Mummy Necromancer Kiku, here with Ultraviolent 4, and we are setting a blistering pace at the moment. We just finished clearing Lair. It's time to go into the Orcish Mines. I'm trying to think. We went up to D11 of the dungeon, but then we ran away from Erica and Sonia. We probably could kill both of those two. Where was Orc? Is it on that floor? Yeah, it is on that floor. So we're going to have to go back to D11 whether we like it or not. At the moment, we're training our defensive skills more than anything. Also training a little bit more necromancy because we ended up with this pretty sweet artifact ring mail. But because it's heavier than the robes we were wearing, it makes our spells a little bit more harder to cast. When you look at this looks like you shouldn't be using them. They're red, so you have the chance for the worst miscast effects. But fortunately, Kiku, this one, is protecting us from necromantic miscasts. He's not guaranteed to do it every time, but most of the time he will. And as a mummy anyway, we tend to not be too badly affected by a lot of them anyway. We can't get tormented and so on. So let's get going. We've got to go to D11. I think we have 2 points of MR, so Erica shouldn't be as scary as she once was in terms of confuse. And we also have See Invisible. There's Nagal, or Nagale, Nagal. How scary is she? Probably not super scary. Her bolt of draining doesn't affect us. It's only if we get really surrounded by spectral orc warriors or something. Okay, let's see. If we agony her, 90% chance. Seems pretty good to me. Alright, she's not... Okay. I was going to say, she's not even casting her things. We have a Dagger of Pain. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Well, that makes us want to train some short blade skill. That also makes our final choice really easy. Because we would have had to pick between getting a pain weapon or a Necronomicon. And probably, I don't know, it would have been hard, but we've just got a pain weapon. Yeah. Okay, so this relies on your necromancy skill for how much damage it does. When you have 10 necromancy, it's roughly the equivalent of having a lek on it. We have even more than that, and we're still training. So this will do insane damage. I could train some short blades. I'm not in a huge hurry for that though. And also, I would have preferred to have a spear. So a spear of pain. A spear is usually a bad weapon, but when you're using a pain weapon like this, you care more about the speed than anything else. And because it has reaching, it means I can use it while standing behind summons. But really, Dagger of Pain's fine too. I'm going to enchant weapon that. And even though I'm not going to train short blades yet, I'm pretty confident that's going to be my ultimate weapon. I'm going to drop the anti-magic trident, as well as the whip of venom. Because we'll just get more value against most things out of the Dagger of Pain. Let's do a test. Okay. Apparently it's not that good against this guy. We swing at 1 with it, or 1.1. It should be 1, but that's our large shield messing with it. I don't want to get shocked by multiple eels at once. Miscast it. Okay. Well, that's lucky. The bullfrog zombie is faster than the Hydra still, so he stepped through first. And then because the Hydra has a larger hit dice, he then swapped back. I'm gonna hit him with a Wand of Acid. And we'll just go an Ice Blast, because that definitely can't miss, so we'll finish him off. Go, Dagger of Pain. Yeah, I really should train a little bit of Short Blades if I want to use that. It's not really so spectacular at the moment. There's Erica. Let's XV her. 4% chance to confuse us. That's still a lot. There's Sonya, by the way. So a few things. I could Ice Blast her because that won't miss. And I should probably be thinking about recharging that and the acid. I could also enslave her and tell her to go fight Erica. Or I could polymorph her and she'd probably become something that can't wield the Dagger of Distortion. I think that would probably be my choice. Let's polymorph her. Do we get it? Nope. And again. Okay. There we go. See, she became Sonya the Sky Beast. And Sonya the Sky Beast is nowhere near as scary as Sonya the Kobold with a Dagger of Distortion. We got some more Curare, which is good. There's Erica. What are our odds of doing something to her? 21%. Pretty low. I'd rather just not risk a 4% confuse and just receive corpses and then animate them. And then we can step behind our friends. Oh, it always does that. That can't go through, right? Yeah, I tried to pain my zombie. The auto shooter, the auto targeter, I want to use a macro for either. Why is she confused? Why is Erica confused? Maybe she's not. I think there might be another zombie up here that she's fighting. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll just step behind my dudes again and again. Alright, she's very nearly dead. I think we're okay now. Right, okay, it's only 54% chance to get her with the pain. That explains why nothing's happening. Let's just do an Ice Blast to finish her off. That one can't miss. Yeah, I don't mind if it hits me. Alright, cool. We got her eventually. Okay, let's not die to that eel. That'd be a really embarrassing way to die, especially because the eel can't get past that tile. So we're really just taking shots for no especially good reason. We'll just Ice Blast him as well. He's out of range. Let's go again. There are two. We'll get this one, and we're going to back off and heal again. Alright, and we're going to recharge those. Man. Dying to eels in current year. Recharge the Ice Blast as well. That's been really useful. We only got 6 on that. It's a little bit unlucky. Eels. There we go. Looks like we got them all. Check this hatch. We're optimal streak players. We want to know our best path for the orb run. I mean, there are some people who, when they're gonna orb run, walk through and pre-dig out all these paths and stuff. I'm too lazy for that, but it doesn't cost us much just to check the hatches. Yeah, food shop, great. Okay, we've got the jelly vault here. These jellies are individually not very dangerous, but when you end up getting corroded a massive amount, it can get out of hand. Why is this guy so resistant to everything? For our troubles, we get rewarded with royal jelly, which we can't eat. Nice. Teleport trap, cool. This guy's gonna take all our mana, so I guess, okay. Well, I was gonna hit him with the pain dagger. Good. Hopefully there aren't a whole bunch more in there. Scrolls I don't know, /- I don't know that there are any worth keeping. Noise, silence, vulnerability, holy word. I guess if it's silence, that's worth having. Okay, so let's head into Orc. Done our day 11. We'll come finish the rest of the dungeon after Orc. Whoa. Why are you so resistant? Go troll zombie. Did not finish him off. No. Try again. The ice blast. There we go. The troll leather armor is similar to the armor we've got on, except not +5 and then also not C invis. But otherwise, a troll leather armor is a really good weight for someone who's casting spells. The scariest thing we're worried about in here is being paralyzed. We've got 2 points of MR, so I'll check a sorcerer out when I see one, but I think it shouldn't be too bad. It's when you have only one MR that you're hovering around 50% or so. You'd also be quite afraid of their bolts of fire if you're a mummy at this stage and you still haven't found any RF. But we don't have that problem. Fought through a shaft, nice. Traps. Traps, so fun and exciting. Alright, so thankfully it looks like we might be kind of in the end vault here. But thankfully we haven't landed right in the middle, surrounded by a whole bunch of really dangerous enemies. I kind of want a magic map here. Let's start just walking away. Alright, we don't have digging, so we can't dig kill holes, so I think our best bet might be to magic map, so we know that we're running out of the end vault rather than into it. Yeah, exactly. See, if I ran back this way, I'm running in. That's quite a fancy looking vault here. That's cool. So we want to be going this way, and all our stairs are up there. So we're going to have to fight our way out. Traps. Traps, traps, traps. You make the game so fun. Alright. Let's receive corpses. Now let's go again. We got an Eden zombie. That's pretty sweet. That Eden zombie should do some very good work here. Alright, so we got a bit of an army. Let's go again. Let's just not mess around because we don't know what else is coming. There's Maurice, who always has a wand now. So gotta watch out that we don't eat some lightning or acids here. Or confusion. Yeah, a wand of confusion is really deadly to us too. Let's just head back towards the stairs. Let's not run around collecting money at this time. Go zombies. This is the power of Kiku right here. Okay, Orc Sorcerer, XV. Only a 4% chance to paralyze, that's pretty good. Can't do that anyway when we're surrounded by an army of zombies. And back up to the stair. We barely got to do any of the floor above, so we don't know that these stairs up are safe yet either. I think while I've got this army, I may as well just keep exploring around here. May as well use it while we got it. There's a plane, just like old times. Did you miss them? Hey, it's Maurice again. Right, he had a wand of Ice Blast. That's a wand that enemies don't ever use. It's considered to be too unfair, potentially, because it can never miss. So there's not really much you can do about it. So say like, if Ijib had a D3 Ice Blast wand, you would just die. But I don't know, that happens anyway, when Ijib has like a wand of lightning or a wand of acid. Or even paralysis sometimes. But yeah, I think it's time to go up. Let's pick this one. Apparently we've seen. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, a glowing hand crossbow. The game really does want us to be a crossbow user again. I think that'd be the 4th game in a row, but we're not in any hurry to do that. Probably not in a hurry ever, as in for this game. Yep. And you see, I haven't pointed this out, but every time I cast a spell now, that's a Necromancy spell, I feel a surge of power. That's my mummy, quote unquote, weirdness happening. He resisted. Ooh, fire hurts. Yeah, that's actually something else that we're kind of scared of, is sun demons, if those guys ever summon them. Right, we'll sit back here and try to reduce his line of sight so he doesn't do the aforementioned sun demons. Ogre Mage. This one is particularly loud. Okay, so he can have Confuse and Paralyze, but they're both only at 5%. So it's not too bad. I've got an 80% chance to Agony him. Alright, he did Haste, so I can check his spellbook. He has Lightning Bolt, which is kind of scary. I think I'd just like to Acid him and just make sure he dies. And we'll back up and get our mana back. Okay. Doing this nice and slow. Alright, I kept doing Agony. I'm like, why is he not dying? Because you can't actually kill with Agony is the answer for that one. We don't have to do this slow. Like I could, like when we got shafted down here, I could just summon in a whole bunch more corpses and then just charge in, which would also be pretty legit. I think that's another ogre coming. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that. The ogre mage scares me a bit. So let's receive corpses and we'll animate them. Oh, we miscast it. I was like, did we really not get any corpses? No, we did. Okay, this is really not that exciting though. We've got a 2-headed ogre and 2 orcs. And there's everyone's favorite mummy shop, the potion shop, the distillery. So we can see all these amazing items that we'll never have, or at least never use. Bookshop. Okay, that's the one that we actually did want to see. Okay, let's see what's here. We've got a Book of Fire, if we wanted to be a fire mage. A Book of Air. It's not that exciting either. Ice has Simulacrum in it, so that is definitely something we want. Let's see, Misfortune is the Hex book. No, it's not. It's the Misfortune book because most of the time it's a misfortune to find it. Enchantments has Deflect Missiles in it and Silence. I'll mark it, but I think it's unlikely we're going to be heavily training air. Book of Battle. Not as exciting without regeneration. Also, Spectral Weapon is not as exciting if you're just using a dagger. Frost. Yeah. And cantrips again we already have. Okay. So simulacrum at least is really exciting. I'm not going to buy it yet though. I'll wait until we find all our shops and then we can make that decision. There's a Roka. Let's XV her. Only a 2% chance to banish us, but that's still... I don't know, I really don't want to get banished. Let's get some more corpses. Alright, so now we've got a full-on army. We'll just go AFK. And we'll let our zombies handle this. Which one did she have? Oh, she is the banished type. Okay, so one of my zombies got devoured by a Terran reality. Good. Now get the sorcerer. Sorcerer is summoning a whole bunch of things. I think we can help out with Ice Blast. And again, I don't know that my zombie will go angry if I hit him. Yeah, he will. Okay. So I guess that was a mistake. I wasn't sure about how that worked. He is a troll. Okay, so he's not too scary. But I really want to get the sorcerer first. And then I'll deal with him. He can be dispel undeaded. Sorry guy. I thought you'd be cool with it. Seeing as you don't have a brain. I don't know how you even worked out that it was me. And I pick up this dagger of electrocution. We've been using an axe as our backup weapon for when we have a demon we can't handle. But this +2 dagger of electrocution is better. Especially if I start training some short blades. Let's see my spells. 12%. They are dropping. It's all the things that we're training here. Well, most of them. The armor, the shields, and the necromancy all help us to lower that failure rate. Check this outside bit before I go into this main chamber here. Another sorcerer. Let's agony him. Here's again the more threatening one. Our other ice blast is empty. I still got 2 recharging. No, I think I just rather wait for an identify scroll and then I can identify the other ice blast one that I have. Come on. Keep missing. Good. Okay. That was very unexciting. We just got 1 zombie out of all those enemies. Dagger of Holy Wrath. We can't even use that. Hey, it's a Kiki altar. What do you know? Alright, so I'm expecting there's probably going to be a whole bunch of stuff when I open this door. So let's just count on that fact. We'll receive corpses. What do we get? Control X shows you this screen. Hey, one of them's a Roka. Just some ogres and orcs and a troll. Yeah, I guess that might do it. Alright, and then let's step back. And again, just go AFK. This is what I mean by, if I had a polearm, I could stand here and actually be a useful member of this team. But as it is, I'm not really doing anything. Okay. Problem here is that this sorcerer down here is just gonna sit there behind the deep lava and summon all this stuff. Well, I can't do much to him. Neither can my zombies. But anyway, we'll back up and we'll let this other stuff come out first. And then once we've dealt with that stuff, we'll deal with the sorcerer. Alright, let's go. That was the wrong one. I don't know why I keep trusting the auto-targeter to actually do something useful. Get painful. Dagger Venom. Alright, a second potion shop. Why? And a weapon shop. Yeah. Nothing here is too exciting. If I really wanted to, I could test out this glowing artifact mace. Like, for all I know, it's also pain, and it's a plus 12 mace with 3 points of RF. I mean, that's really unlikely, but for 200 gold, it's not a huge deal to find out. So I think that's all our shops that we're going to find. 2 potion ones that we can't do anything with. The mummy life. Hey, there's a stair up that we haven't seen, right? Yeah, okay, so there's another area first. Let's check that out. It could have shops in it as well. So we'll explore that bit just before we make our shopping decisions. Although it's hard to know what would be better than Simulacrum for this character. Orc Wizard up here has a distortion dagger. I don't want to be hit by that. And I see stone walls again, so it looks like there's another vault area up here. In which case, I'm going to receive corpses again. And there's an Orc Warlord, so this is definitely the case. Let's get corpses again, and we'll make an army. I think I'll enslave this guy. Cool, so we get a Mited Orc Warrior to help us out. This looks like it's going to get a bit crazy. Let's get corpses one more time. Alright, let's go. Go army. Need to be careful here. An Orc Warlord with a Bardiche is going to do a lot of damage. He on his own does 32, and then the Bardiche is quite a bit. And he's got reaching. So, and a ranged weapon too. Maybe I'll enslave this other guy. You just get a whole team. No. Well, I'll animate the things that have already died. This should be enough. What happened there? Oh, he got blinked, or he got teleported, because I resurrected the orc who had the distortion dagger. Oh, that's really annoying. Lol. So he's probably somewhere on this floor still. We didn't actually get to kill him. Let's explore while we've got the zombies with us still. Oh, he could be on the other side of the floor if he got teleported. So we might be about to meet him on our way out. Oh man. Alright, so there was no shop here. So I think that's a pretty easy Simulacrum pickup. That is in the Book of Ice? Yep. Okay, let's see. We do have 6 spell levels, so I can memorize that. Yep. I'll put it on E probably. So from, where is it? Alright, and we have a 100% chance to fail that. That is because that's a level 6 spell that's also, it's not just Necromancy, it's also Ice. So it's going to take a fair bit of Ice training before we can use that. But that gives us a very strong direction to go in. Because each corpse that you use Simulacrum on, you get multiple Simulacra. So when you do corpse delivery, say you get 4 corpses, I mean that might, if you're super lucky, make something like 20 Simulacra. So it's really, really strong. Particularly in, say Zot. When you get to Zot 5, you're willing to use all your piety just for corpse delivery, you can make the most obscene armies of Simulacra. It's pretty nuts. So yeah, that's a great pickup. There's nothing else that I'm in too much of a hurry to buy. The Book of Enchantments. Even if we do, for some reason, end up going Deflect Missiles or Silence, it's going to be a very long time before we use either of those. Alright, so I guess we're on with it. Let's clear the dungeon. Yeah, there he is. I knew it. Thanks, Distortion Ally. Just be slow here, because he can do a lot of damage with a crossbow. I'm also just staying on the stair because I can go back down. Not anymore, but now I can vamp drain him. Good. That's so silly. Alright, D12. After that lair, that orc felt very, very easy. I think I would like... I'll get Necromancy to 13, because that's looking pretty good for our Agony and Dispel Undead. It'll probably be around 11 or 10%. And then I'll turn that off and throw in a bit of Short Blades. Maybe I could even do some dodging. That'd be something. This is scaring me a little bit. It's out of pain range though. Alright. All good. ID scroll. Let's go the other Ice Blast is what I said I'd do. That's only got 2 on it. Unfortunate. I'm going to drop... I also have a Ring of Fire for some reason. I guess if I really need RF for a particular unique, it's not terrible to have. Alright, let's drop the regular shield, and I've already forgotten what I just picked up. Ah, right, other Ice Blast ones. And I'd like to recharge that. So we've only got 1 left. Oh, that was a good recharge. We got 11 out of that. Sweet. This is a lot of stuff, but it's all fairly like unthreatening stuff. Until you get corroded, -8. Thankfully vamp draining doesn't really care about your corrosion. Another weapon shop that has a quick blade. Oh, that makes me want to consider a pain weapon again, maybe. I'm gonna mark that because again, with pain, you don't really care about the actual weapon. The main thing you care about is how fast it attacks, because every time you attack, you potentially proc the pain damage. So a quick blade of pain is absolutely just almost disgusting how much damage that does. Let's do our other scroll. It's a scroll of noise. We'll drop that. So yeah, I don't know. I thought... Oh, there's another rock flying in from off screen. So I'm going to back up because that implies multiple Cyclopses. I'd rather fight 1 at a time, if I could. Okay, it looks like he used all his rocks on my zombies. Bad luck for him. 4 scrolls of enchant armor. We just picked up another 2 there. It's going to be pretty good once we finally switch over to our Fire Dragon scales. Necrophage, he gets dispelled. Okay. Slime creatures. Their MR is still pretty bad, so yeah, okay, we can fight them. Let's dispel the Hungry Ghost. He'll die pretty easily, and we'll take these slimes up. We actually get pretty good value when we let them join, because it means that our Agony that halves our health, halves its health, gets to hit both of them. I don't think their MR gets that much better when they're joined rather than split. Alright, I should switch to the Elect Dagger. I need it on B. So then I can switch with Apostrophe. Okay, there we go. Ow. Ow. I thought there was a cooldown on that. I thought I had to gain its breath back, but I guess that's just... It spit acid. Yeah. Catching its breath. But it just shot me twice in a row. Where's your breath catching that time? I need to take this slowly. If he just nails me again, we might be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, he did nail me again, but we got enough health that we can just go up and rest again. So much for breath catching. That acid dragon scales would let me go do in Lair there was an Occlub vault, but I never saw what was in it, so I don't know if I really care that much. Man, Dispel Undead makes these skeletal warriors so trivial. Normally they're a nightmare, although when you run out of mana it's not quite so easy. I'm just gonna go up. One of them's nearly dead, but then I'll have another one on top of me with no way to kill him. That one. Oh hey, I've got 6 piety. That means I could get Kiku to pain weapon something for me. Alright. Once upon a time you used to have to go back to the Kiku altar, but now it's in a you have an ability. So we can either brand a weapon with pain, and I believe he's like the shining one in that he'll give you a little bit of enchantment bonus on top of it. We can ask for a Necronomicon. Let's have a look at Necronomicon. We can. It should be under item. Necronomicon. Okay. So it's got Haunt in it. Some of these we can't use. Necromutation and Revivification because we're a mummy. We can use Death's Door, but that's a level 8 spell and will require us to do charms. Haunt is also a pretty good spell, but again is quite high level and would require require us to train summoning. The main one that I'd really like out of these would be Infestation. I've seen it, but I've never had a chance to play with it myself, and it seems like a pretty nice spell. It's kind of like Death Channel in the sense that you mark enemies beforehand, and then when they die around you, you get the effect. In this case, they turn into scarabs, and scarabs have a slowing attack, kind of like a death cob. So they slow everything down, and then they just kill everything. It looks pretty sweet. So that's the main thing I would like out of Necronomicon. If you have a look at Death's Door, it makes it's so that you don't die, but it puts you basically at 1 HP, I think, or close to it. Oh no, I can't do Death's Door. You cannot memorize the spell because you're too dead. So there are actually just a bunch here that we can't use. Okay, so 3 of the spells in Necronomicon we can't even learn. It's really just Infestation and Haunt. Is that better than a Quick Blade of Pain? I'm not sure. I don't know. Because I could be getting a Quick Blade of Pain right now, this very second. Did he make a corpse? I don't think so. No. Alright, the Shadow, he can be dispel undeaded. Like that's a verb. Okay, I was trying to set up a corpse rot there. That's something that, it's still very good, but I don't know. It's not something I think to use very often. But there are a lot of situations where I could have been doing it and it would have been pretty good. New book. Yeah, as far as Infestation goes as well, Necronomicon is the only book in the game that it's in. Book of Flames. No. If I wanted to go into being a sort of a conjurer as well, A Book of Flames wouldn't be a bad way to do it, but I don't really want to. A mummy with such slow experience and such bad aptitudes is one of the worst species at branching out into things that there is. So I'd rather just focus on one sort of path to victory, which... let's not die to this Hydra. Okay. We're just meleeing it with no short blade skill. Another book, Transfigurations. Again, I don't think we can use any of these. Irradiate maybe, but nothing else. Yep, our undead flesh cannot be transformed, so that's a fairly useless book for us. Where's my Necromancy? 12.9, so we'll be turning it off soon. Get all the force mores for my power leaking away. It's warning me that there might be a... what are those things called? Ghost moth nearby. I'd like to just get in the hallway. Not that I'm really threatened by these bees. I have 20 AC now, 19 shield, and I'm immune to poison. But I'd still rather just fight one at a time rather than two. Switch to my elec. Oh, I had elec out. Whoops. Well, I should have been using the pain, not the elec. It's funny, but the pain dagger actually does more damage at this point, with almost 13 necromancy skill. Reach level 15, we'll go more int. And then let's check this hatch. Oh, I wanted to try to stab him. We don't really have any stealth skill, so we're not going to be very good at stabbing things. Doesn't stop me from trying though. I just did it again with the troll. I was tabbing towards him in the hope that we might get a stab. Not to be. I like how I'm still using pain so much as the level 1 spell. This is a lot of things. I think that's okay. Can I make zombies? Just one. Yeah, again, I'm not so afraid of yaks. We're pretty tanky for this stage of the game. Hey, scrolls. Let's do... none of these are that exciting, actually. I guess the polymorph is not too bad as our only remaining hex wand. Alright, that's D12. Couple more to go. Maybe we'll even see an ice cave. Death Knight. His main thing is he does agony, but we're not afraid of that. Can we agony him back? I think so. Yep, we can. And I'll take him up. Pain Mirror. I wonder if that reflects torment or agony damage. I reckon it would, so I'm just going to wait. I don't think he even has RN, does he? No. When you see him, you kind of think that he should be at least resistant to negative energy, but he just isn't. He's basically just a human. And we got Necromancy to 13. I'm going to stop there. My question is, do I want to start training Ice Magic for Simulacrum? Or do I want to train some Short Blades? I think Short Blades are probably better. And I think... we only need 8 skill for a Quick Blade. I think that's probably worth it. I don't know. In any case, I'm going to start training some Short Blades and... I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. Oh, that was a shapeshifter. How quaint. Just getting peppered. So much pain that he's feeling right now. Okay, these orcs. Not afraid of orcs anymore. Another ring. Really like MR. That'd be my dream. +4 dex. Gives us 11 evade. I feel like that's not going to be better than just 3 evasion. Yeah, it's not even close. Dispel Undead on the Simulacra. And again. These undead themed vaults are so good when you have Dispel Undead. Hey, Hatch. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother IDing that stuff. There's a wizard. He has a 4% chance to banish, 4% chance to paralyze, and he's with some two-headed ogres. I get the feeling that the vault's entrance might be around here. It's got to be somewhere on this level, and seeing a wizard and two-headed ogres makes me think that it might be that. So I'm stepping back around the corner just to break line of sight, and then I'm going to make an army. Gotta aim it manually. I keep forgetting because it wants to shoot through my dudes, even though that's never gonna work. Okay, oh, I missed a step. Let's go back up. Don't do that. When I get 3 mana, I'll let him step next to me again, and then I can vamp drain him. Not go down that same stair because there's probably a two-headed ogre standing at it. A gargoyle. Can they be agonied? I think so. No, they're immune to negative energy. Yeah, we can't. Okay. I was going to say, I know they have torment resistance, but they can probably be agonied, but no, they can't. That makes him kind of a difficult enemy. So I guess we go elect dagger. Can I just fight him or do I need friends? I'm really not sure. I've got 126 health, so I guess we can start. Okay, we're just blocking stone arrows. Yeah, okay, this isn't working. Let's get some friends then. Okay, let's go friends. Help me out. Thank you. Turns out that in addition to having troubles with demons, we also have trouble with gargoyles. Ooh, artifact armor. It's heavy though. It happened again. I didn't even see this guy though. Why does my character feel so fast? It's just because the frog is messing with the two-headed ogre. Another wizard. This is no good. I don't have a clear path away though. So I guess I just start running. He's coming. What are my odds to hex him? Pretty bad. In order to get back to stairs, we have to go all the way, like back around. I'm worried about, okay, so he vanished, we can see. I'm worried mostly about lightning bolt, which he does have. Okay, so he is still scary. Alright, what I can do is just go back, he's at me, to this door. Okay, and I'm going to shut it. And as he opens it, I'm going to close it. This will let me regenerate mana and eventually heal random energy through it. But in the meantime, I can just use this. It's like pure dancing. So once I get my mana back, I'll fight him. Is this degenerate behavior here? I don't know, probably. I probably got enough mana, but I'm actually having a good time here. He's getting random energy behind rather than through the door. This is so silly. Alright, he finally got through. Okay, so let's fight him. Now we've got almost full mana, it should be fine. Yeah, good. Doors. Strong resource if you use them properly. Alright. I am capable of... Oh, let's want to get away from the statue. I am capable of learning application, so if I really wanted, I could grab the artifact chainmail that's in there, but it's probably too heavy to cast in anyway, so I don't think I really care. So I'll just leave it. The sack of spiders though could be useful. There's the vault's entrance. Okay, we've got a few ugly things coming. They're all green, which is helpful, but this is still kind of sketchy. We're kind of in the open. We don't have a good hallway to fight them one at a time. So I'm just going to, again, get a bit of an army, and then we'll get to work. Once we start killing them, we can start converting them to our side. Although I think this is not going to work, because there's also a centaur pack with them. Alright, so I'm going to start walking away. These ugly things have the potential to hit me as I go, but they're also blocking me from... Well, they were blocking me from the centaur. I need one more mana. No, I have enough to receive... No, one more mana to receive corpses and animate them. Alright, let's go again. Hey, we got a Hydra zombie. Okay, so we won this fight. Good. Okay, yeah. As soon as the Hydra zombie gets on top of something, it's basically just dead. It's so strong. Particularly because the enemies tend to focus on you as a player, so it's just free to get all its attacks in. And let's just dispatch this centaur. It's a wonder paralysis. I'm gonna ID that. Check this hatch. Okay, and then I think we're gonna call that an episode there. So if you join me in the next one, we'll finish off D15, and then we'll be going to get our first rune, which is in all probability going to be the swamp rune. See you then.